Finally adding the bed rack to my Toyota Tacoma. Well, good morning everybody, and how are you today? Pretty good here. That's right, today I am finally adding the bed rack to my Toyota Tacoma. Now, this comes from a company called RCI Metalworks. I've had it for almost a year. It's kind of embarrassing, but I've been trying to figure out what I want to do, and I figured it out. Today's the day we're going to go ahead and put it in. So, let's just jump right in, I guess. First thing, I did remove the spare tire from the front. I don't think it'll fit there with the bed rack. We'll see once we have it all in. But we need to remove the cleats because we have to put the bed rack rails in on the side of the truck. And to do that, we have to slide some brackets down these channels here on the side. So obviously the cleats are in the way. We need to remove the cleats. If you've never done that before, it's really pretty simple to do. There's a little end cap here. You just push in and pull out. Pretty simple. The cleats, you just unscrew. That's pretty simple. Go ahead and get those unscrewed here. Push in and slide, and they just come right off the edge. That's all you do. It's very simple. We will be reinstalling these once I have the bed rack on, so we're not going to get rid of those. That takes care of the passenger side. Driver's side, same thing. Push and slide, pretty easy. And that takes care of the cleats. So now we need the brackets to put in. Go ahead and grab our little package of goodies here. This is what's left of the hardware that I didn't paint. Didn't really see a reason to paint these. I can always go back over them if I need to later. But get these out of here. What these are, they're little brackets, if you will, cleats that fit into the side rails. You slide them down, and that's what we're going to tighten the bed rack to. My only confusion with these is which way do they go. You have a flat side and you have a side that sticks out. I'm going to take a leap of faith and assume it's the flat side that we want. And that would make sense because I guess that would pull it towards the little track there on the side. So we should be able to just slip these in. Famous last words, right? And you do want to run them down. And they're supposed to be somewhat equidistant from each other, I guess. So kind of take a stab at that. Obviously we'll line them up once we get the rack up there itself, but in the meantime, go ahead and put them in like so. That takes care of the passenger side. Let's go ahead and hit the driver's side. There we go. Slide these on down. So next up, we need to grab the bars and the hardware. The bars just fit over the rails and screw in. So I'm going to go ahead, unwrap those. We'll get them set up and then we'll come back on. I have one rail up there right now just so you guys can see. There's going to be two more, obviously. Before you tighten any of this down, you're supposed to go ahead really and connect everything up to these rails and then adjust the plates to where you want this to sit. And it'll be a lot easier to move, believe me, without the plates screwed into these things. So make sure you save that step for last. Definitely want to go ahead and get the rails on. And I see a mistake I made already. I put all those plates in without putting in my cleats, you know, the tie downs that I wanted to reinstall. So I need to go ahead and do that before I put the rest of these up here. Because I'm going to have one here in between and then one probably back here in the back somewhere. So I need to go ahead and do that. Live and learn, right? Now these, I guess this is a good time to show you, they just have a little push part, whatever you want to call this, in the back that fits in the rail. You just stick that in and then slide it down. So we should be able put that there. Yeah, and that's it, that simple. So make sure you do that if you're doing this so that you have your cleat in before you put these plates in. Save yourself a little bit of aggravation, I guess. If you get this whole thing done and realize you wanted to have cleats in there and forgot to put them in, yeah, you probably won't be real happy about that. This last cleat I'm going to wait on because I want to see where the rack ends up before I put that in, and then I'll reinsert the plate and all that good stuff. So next I need to get the rest of the bars up here on the side rails of the truck, and then we can start assembling. Okay, we've got the rails set up there. Let me go ahead, I'll give you a side view, give you a little sneak peek. Next, we need to put the side rails on. Those are the pieces that connect the bars together. So that should be the painted hardware that I did the other day, and that would be these items here. So you can see we have a lot to put on. So we use these bars, of course, to position where the side rails are going to be. You can see I'm off a little bit, but this is where it would come in handy to have a couple of hands, because we do need to fasten these on, so I am going to have to move things a little bit. Okay, went ahead and put this side piece on. That's very simple. You just line these up actually in the slots on the side pieces here. You guys can see these slots. And then go ahead and put the bolts in and attach them with a nut, a locking washer, and a flat washer on the other side. Full disclosure, I did put my washer on backwards on the other side, so the part that was not painted was showing, so I did have to turn that around, just to be honest with you guys. So now I'm going to go over to the other side. I'm going to go ahead and attach the other side plate so that we have our spacing correct, and then I'm going to put all these bolts in, and then we'll come back for the top support. Now, time to put the center bar on. Might have to be a bit of a contortionist for this, because I got to climb around under there. But it just goes across the top via these slots, of course, and then 3 bolts to hold that on. Again, it's pretty simple. I am going to need to crawl up there because I can't reach, so let's see. Actually, since I have the spare tire in here, makes it kind of easy. Be careful there. Oh, okay. I guess I passed that part. Let's go ahead and grab the nuts and the bolts and the washers and everything else we need here. This goes in from the top, same way as the sides. Of course, let's push it down through. And this, you need 2 hands. Shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. Got to do the same here in the center. I'm going to do the last one. And we're almost done, believe it or not. All right, that gets the cross, or the cross member on the top done. So all we have next to do is to position it, I guess, exactly the way that I want it on there, and then go ahead and get everything tightened down. So I'm going to finagle with that a little bit, see where I want it. I do have to feed those other brackets here. I didn't forget about them, so that we can tighten this down. But before I do that, I want to make sure I get this exactly where I want it, and then we'll come back on and show you the finished product. All done, everything is assembled. There's a little side look for you. There's a look from the top. And then of course you can see here in the front, while the spare tire would have fit there, crawling in here to get it out might have been a bit of a challenge. I guess I could have stood in between the cross members here if I wanted to, but would have been kind of cumbersome to get out. Hopefully you never need to get it out, but if you do, you don't want to be struggling to do that. So we do have other plans for the spare tire. It's sitting over there right now. Nothing wrong with the way it was before. I liked it there, but just doesn't work well with this. And if you watch the channel, then you know there's always been another plan for the spare tire. That was kind of an intermediate step just to try it out. I wanted to see how it worked. If it helped anybody out there, that's great. Otherwise, we're going to do something else that I'm really looking forward to doing, and I think it's going to work, I hope. Anyway, let me know what you think of the RCI bed rack back here. Of course, it has all the channels and grooves and stuff where you can put, you know, things. That's what the purpose of this is, or to put a rooftop tent on, whatever you want to do. But I got it, again, in the guise of a bug-out truck, which is still where I'm heading, and that's kind of why I'm going to do what I'm going to do next. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of it. Also, real quick, if you haven't before and you're interested, check out my other channel. Of course, it's all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator right up there. Don't forget to click that notification button so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.